Hello, welcome to Applied Financial Accounting. On this video, we will be talking about on one of the four financial statements called income statement. So if you paid attention to my previous video on accounting equation, this is a follow-up to that. I just want to highlight that this is a basic income statement, and as we go along we will be covering other elements at intermediate and advanced level of income statements. So as I mentioned, the purpose of this video is we'll be covering income statement as one of the financial statements, and if you have noted on the previous video we covered accounting equation. So to do an income statement we will be using the previous video's case. So make sure that you watch that one before you watch this. So this way, if you're a beginner on accounting, so this will help you understand it better. So before we go, this is a disclaimer. Probably you pause and then watch it, read it. And if you're interested to know who this person is doing all this accounting tutorial, feel free to make a pause and then read this slide as well. So here, the question is that what's an income statement? So in basic language, it presents the revenues, all the revenues minus the expenses. So assuming that we are selling products like computers, or we are selling books, or we are selling food items, anything that we sell, they are going under revenues, and anything related to the expenses, they will go under that. So the income statement gives us that how much income are we earning, or how much net loss we are having for a specific period. So basically, income statement is considered to be the success of a company's performance or profitability, or overall to say the operational results over a period of time. Like if this company made money on a particular period. When I say particular period, let's say in January or February or in March, that's what I'm trying to say. So to understand what we are talking about here, I would like to invite you to that accounting equation example that we did previously. So if you remember, we work on this one, and this was as a result of a case study. I have hidden the case study here, and so just for those who have not watched the previous video, so I'm just hiding this so that it doesn't catch your eyes. So I still encourage those ones who are beginners to watch the previous video, and that way you can follow things in sequence. On the next tab, we are showing a sample of basic income statement. So if you remember, the name of the company is Always Right, Never Wrong Corporation. And then the next line we write income statement. I need to highlight that the accounting equation and any income statement, what I'm presenting, I'm following the GAAP principle. We start following to income statement this line, and we have to basically say for which period it is, and the way it's written, the way it's guided in GAAP, it is for the month ended in September 30, 2025. So what the first line is revenues, and because we were selling merchandise, that means goods, so our total sales were $40,500. So you might be asking, where did you get that number from? Okay, I invite you to go to accounting equation on this line. If you remember, on transaction 4 we sold $5,500. Then on transaction 6, September 20th, we sold $10,000, and then on transaction 7, September 21st, we sold $25,000. So putting all these numbers together, it gives us $40,500. So that's where the number is coming from. So if you basically have some basic skills, you can also basically either if you can choose to type it, or you can say equals this $40,000. So I don't know why it's not working. For some reasons my keyboard is not working. Okay, but this video is not about teaching how to use Excel. I will figure that out later. So we got this $40,500 from here, and then followed to that we have another line item which is called expenses, and then these are considered operating expenses. So if you remember from the previous case study, one of our line items was salaries, so that salaries and wages were $1,200. So this is what we got, $1,200. The rent expenses was $700. So here we go, we have $700. And then we've got advertising expense, which is $580. So we got $580 from here, transaction 5. Then we've got utility expenses, so there we go, we got utility expenses from transaction 10. So to put all together, it gives us 2,660. So if we also look at in our accounting equation, here it is. Here is the sum of all the expenses. This is considered operating expenses. So to give us net income, we subtract the total expenses from the revenues. So again, this is basics. It's not considering tax implication for simplicity reasons. So we're gonna work on intermediate and advanced income statements in the future videos. So but for now, that's all about income statement, on how to make income statements. So if you have any questions, leave it on the comment area. I will try to answer as soon as I can. Or if you also have some feedback, feel free to leave it. I'm very open to criticism. So I believe criticism help to improve. So thank you so much for watching this, and hope to see you in the next video.